That's Debris by Farbrowse, which is probably one of the best demos. It's certainly one of my favourites that I've seen. One thing to realise is that is 177 kilobytes. To put that in perspective, the BBC Micros over there, their RAM capacity by default has 16 kilobytes, often 32. So it's so much detail and scripting and animation. It's really, really technologically massively impressive. Well, to me it is anyway. Okay, one thing that I did come here to talk about a little bit was the fact that the demo scene is mainly based across Europe, but it also has a following in the UK. And I've come with a few of my friends today who are from the UK scene. And what we do is basically, we meet up a few times a year at things called pub meets, where we get drunk and talk about demos. But also we gather together and write music, create demos ourselves, and any art things that are relevant to the demo scene, we kind of submit as a collective. There's a couple of little groups as well, but the main group is the UK Scene All-Stars. And we've released a number of productions. Now, I haven't actually been involved with the production of any particular demo, but we're all kind of together as far as we all represent the UK scene. What I do in the UK demo scene is I run the UK's only demo party, which is called Sundown, and it's held in Budley, which is near Exeter in the southwest. Now, basically, a little bit of pimping here, so it's from the 12th to the 14th of September, and it's £30, and basically you can either get a local B&B, or you can stay on site. We hire a hall out similar to this one, and we run a demo competition. You can talk with people in the games industry, you can get involved with making your own content, and you can watch the number of competitions that we have involving art and music. We also cover the chiptune cultures, old school culture as well. So if you're writing music for if you're having it as MP3 form, or if you write tracker music, if you're like an Amiga musician, or if you write stuff for Game Boy and anything like that, you can submit that as well. So that's something you can explore if you're interested in. Now I'm going to show you one more demo, and this one is basically called Falling Down, and it's by the UK Scene All-Stars. There's four people involved in this production. There's a guy called Matt, who's known as Smash in the demo scene. And what he did was the programming of all the tools and the majority of 3D modelling. A guy called Neil who did all the 2D arts, all the stenciling and graffiti that's featured in this demo. And also a musician called Kato, who he's really into hip-hop and stuff like that, and he's just basically has a real talent for pulling samples from loads of different sources and combining them into one tube to make a production, and basically they all got together. One thing to explain is that a lot of demo makers actually leave it to the last minute to finish production because they all live away from each other, or they're collaborating by the internet. A lot of the time they get a big buzz out of rushing things in the last minute. So with this demo, there is a scene in it where it runs out of sync. But essentially what happened was probably the last 36 hours which they were basically crammed in, and it was handed in probably like 5 minutes before it's supposed to be shown at this demo competition. The thing to bear in mind is there's 1,000 people there, including TV crews, they had high definition projection. It was really a big event, and they were really taking the piss as far as like how far they could push it. But they rushed this one in. It didn't win, but it certainly caused a good impression, and let them know where all the demos that I've shown you have been sort of from Finland and Germany, and they've got a kind of very Germanical, sort of Finnish feel about them. This one is distinctly British as far as slightly rebellious, sense of humour, and it definitely, it's all tea and biscuits, it's great. So this one's called Falling Down by UK Scene All-Stars.